Hi everyone, this is Nooresh Mirani from Analyze India. I have been teaching on technical analysis, writing on technical analysis for the last 15 plus years. All my articles are available on NooreshTech.co.in and there would be more than 3,000 articles with a lot of charts over the years at different points of time. So today I'm going to talk about a training program which we've launched, which is Analyze with Me, a practical approach to technical analysis. This is more like an addendum to our online technical analysis course and the offline technical analysis course which we've done over the years. So before I explain you what is there in the training program, let me go through a history of how this came into being. So we started training on technical analysis back in 2006, 2007. So the format was you would attend the course for 2 days. It would be a batch of 10 people. And anytime in the next couple of weeks, you could drop down to the office in the evenings when we do our end of day analysis. So it would be very interesting. Me and my mentor, Mr. NS Vidai, would be sitting and we would be discussing charts and even looking at trade sizing and various topics around trading and investing, plus charts. What would happen is people would learn from our mistakes, we would learn from their mistakes, and it would be an interactive and a candid session. I remember a lot of people came from different cities, stayed in Mumbai for a week, and so attended the course, stayed in Mumbai, and it was a nice process. But over the years, what happened is it was tough for people to travel down and sit through. Even people those who are based in Mumbai could not come to the office on a regular basis. So then we shifted it to an option where anyone could attend our session as a refresher anytime after the course. Also, post that also we had people, a lot of people came in the second part of the session wherein we would look at live charts for a couple of hours. So where we would look at the current end of day charts. So that is how it continued. And now this is not the first time we are looking at a video mode. I remember creating my first YouTube video in 2008. In the middle of 2008 when Sensex was breaking down 16,500, and I think it is still there on the channel. So you can go through it. So we've been making videos. My first webinar was back in 2009, but that was a time people were not comfortable and even the internet speeds were not great for a video format. Now what has happened is over the last couple of years, it has become easier for people to focus through online training programs. So that is why we've launched the online technical analysis training program as well as this. So in this Analyze with Me, a practical approach to technical analysis, what we plan to do is try to get the same format, which was about a session wherein people could sit with us and analyze, into an online format. So this would be a 1-month program. There will be 5 sessions to it. So one would be a recorded session and a query session, plus another 4 webinars around every Tuesday or Wednesday. So we look at end of day charts, try to prepare for the week. And once this is done, it is more like a practical approach. So it is for people, those who have knowledge of technical analysis or they've been through our online or an offline course in the past. So because it is more about how to use technical analysis and not about learning technical analysis concepts in the first way. So it is like converting analysis to a trade and how to think over a trade, how to set up the trade. So now I'll explain the total course. The first part is where we have a small recording of a couple of hours wherein I try to summarize the whole course, which is what to do and what not to do on technical analysis. So maybe I'll pick up say a particular topic like candlesticks and tell you where not to use them. Then maybe I'll pick up RSI and where to use them and where not to use them. So I take you down through the whole course and finer points on a conclusion on what to do and what not to do. Otherwise, in terms of theory, everything is available on technical analysis in terms of books, in terms of articles. But this is more a practitioner's approach and also learnings from the markets for the last 15 years in terms of observational analysis. So that is the first part. Then we have a small query session as to how the flow will go for the next 4 webinars. Then every time we do this 4 webinars, the first part of the session would be 30 to 45 minutes where I'll talk about one particular topic which is important in terms of say thinking and trade setups, etc. Then for the next 1 to 2 hours, we'll try to look at as many charts as possible. When I talk about as many charts as possible, you'll be looking at between 200 to 1500 charts. And I look at almost 1500 charts on a regular basis. by the eye and it's not difficult. I know a lot of my course participants do it. I've hired interns and I've hired people, those who can do it much faster than me also now. So that is where we'll try to look at as many charts together. So for example, the first webinar session will talk about how to scan charts as well as how to note down, how to make notes, how to track them. So if you've made an analysis, how to reduce your workflow on a daily basis. So how to use various softwares and utilities available, how to create price alerts, how to check it on your, say, mobile terminals and various places, how to have a very nice workflow in terms of reducing your work on a daily basis as we go forward. The second webinar, we talk about trade sizing, trade positioning, trade setups, how to look at portfolio allocation, how to look at, say, equal weighted portfolio positioning, and various ways to look at how to calculate risk reward, how to calculate stop losses, how to shift stop losses when one part of the move is done. So there we go into intricacies of a trade and the trade setup around it, as well as the psychology around it. Then when we go to the third webinar, we talk about various ways to look at market cycles in terms of sectoral analysis, broad market cycles, and how to look at, say, new learnings in terms of observational analysis in terms of Indian equities. So for example, now a sectoral index does not have a great representation because one stock is 35%. So how to create equated your own indices. So that is where we look at observational intermarket correlations across global indices, commodities, etc. Then the last session which we look out for is how to use all of this together, how to look at relative strength, how to compare various stocks, various sectors, and then how to basically all the topics which are there on technical analysis, how to convert it into a trade. So that is where we'll end the session on the last note, where we'll create one, say, good, say, workflow for everyone as to how to go about it. It will be a limited batch for less than 20 people, and it will be interactive and open to questions. The recordings will be available for the next 3 months. So if you could not attend the query session, you can always go through the recordings. And I hope it would be a great learning process for me also, because I'll be able to learn from the other participants, which I've been missing for the last few months. So I hope to see you in that. And if you would love to attend this session, you should first start off with the online technical analysis training program. And if you have any queries about the training program, you can always mail or WhatsApp us. All our details are there on the website as well as on the YouTube video. Thank you.